It's American Pie. This is my second song. A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance, I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died. And they were singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so. Now do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage drunken buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck, but I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. And we were singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. The good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on our own. Moss grows fat on a rolling stone, but that's not how it used to be. When the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice that came from you and me. And while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned. No verdict was returned. And while Lenin read the book on Mark, the quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark the day the music died. And we were singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, the levee was dry. Good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Helter skelter in the summer swelter, the birds flew off in a fallout shelter, 8 miles high and falling fast. It landed fair up on the grass. The players tried for a forward pass, with a jester on the sidelines in a cast. Now at halftime there was sweet perfume, while sergeants played a marching tune. We all got up to dance, oh, but we never got the chance. The players tried to take the field, the marching man refused to yield. Do you recall what was revealed the day the music died? And we were lost, with no time left to start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Jack Flash sat on a candlestick, 'cause fire is the devil's only friend. And as I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched with fists of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan spell. And as the flames climbed high into the night to light the sacrificial rite, I saw Satan laughing with delight the day the music died. And we were singing bye bye Miss American. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. The good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news. She just smiled and turned away. I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music, it wouldn't play. But in the streets the children screamed, lovers cried, and the poets dreamed. Not a word was spoken, the church bells all were broken. And the three men I admire most, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast the day the music died. And they were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. The good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. They were singing